Welcome to another Pick a Card with me, Leenna. And thank you for all your likes and subscriptions and views. It really is great to see that you're liking the videos or to read your feedback. So today's Pick a Card is going to be about that job and what might have happened after. So if you've applied for a job or if you're thinking of applying for a job but you're not quite certain if it's the right one for you or if it's going to work out okay, maybe this may help you. But remember, this is a general reading and to only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So we've got option number 1. We have, I think, Lace Agate. Then we have Clear Quartz for option number 2. And then we have Carnelian for option number 3. So let's look at option number 1. If you chose option number 1, what do we have? I'm just going to move these away. So first let's look at the job itself. So we've got make the effort, Queen of Water, Knight of Swords, and Strength. So this looks like a very good option for you, but it will require you to make a greater effort in terms of work and what you put into your job than you have previously. It could be a creative job or one where you're working with people whom you have to care for. I feel it will be very energy intensive, and if it's in nursing or caring, especially for the elderly or for children, you may find it exhausting, and maybe that's going to be the greater effort that you have to put into it. It will require a lot of communication and a lot of strength on your part, but you do feel very passionate about it. And it is something that you truly believe in. That this is your life path and that you need to follow it. You may need to speak up in this job more than you usually do, or use your voice in some way. And you'll have to be more patient than you have previously. But in terms of would this job be good for you, and might you get it? It looks very likely to be so. So let's see what comes after. We've got the Star, so it does look very likely that this will be a successful application. You've got the Woman, Flowers. Apologies for that. So we were at the Bouquet or the Flowers, and then we have Romance. So what could come after is that you could meet someone very significant or a new life partner there at this new place that you're going to work. It also feels like you're going to get the satisfaction that you want from this job, that it is indeed following your path, and that you will be one of the most respected or most prominent people there. You may also need to use your intuition a lot at the job, but the outcome looks like you're really going to enjoy it. There may not be as much of a monetary aspect to it as you'd hoped, but there's going to be a lot of gifts and there's going to be a lot of good energy around it. And for the most part, I think you're going to be very contented. And then again, we have the Romance coming in, and that sense of stability with the Taurus there. So I would say that this is a very good option with very good outcomes. You may have to accept a little bit less of a financial reward for it than you'd hoped, and it is going to be hard at times because of the amount of effort that you have to put in and because of the amount of empathy that you have to show, but it is your passion, and you will get a lot of joy and happiness out of it. So it looks like a very good path for you to follow this job that you're thinking of if you chose option number 1. So if you chose option number 2, the Clear Quartz, let's look at this job and what it's likely to bring you. So we've got true love. Oh, this seems to be going all towards love. Okay. 4 of Earth, 7 of Earth, and the 3 of Cups. So this is also a job that you love doing. You're not really concerned at the moment about the monetary aspects. And all that matters to you at the moment is that you'll be doing what you want to do or be working with the one that you love. So it could be a joint business with your beloved or your life partner, or it could be that you just need to follow your heart in this respect, or that's what you feel about this job. At the moment, you're overlooking the fact that it's probably not going to be as stable, but you are also ready for something new. I feel that you might be, or many of you may be, earth signs. So eventually that lack of stability is going to start pressing on you, but you are determined to make it work in the long run. You're determined to put in the effort and to wait for a long-term reward. And it looks likely that you will get it because you will have something to celebrate. It may take some time though. It could take a few years, and it will have to be a sustained effort. It's not something, I feel many of you will have to give up your vacations for this job, and other sort of lifestyle changes that you have to make in order to pursue this career path or job. But it will be more social and you will enjoy yourself more. It's not going to be an isolated job. And you could be out in nature more. So perhaps it's something to do with gardening or working with herbals and other nature-based products. So you've got the outcome of it should be, or what's going to happen next. You've got the coin, you've got the letter, the cross, and manipulation. Excuse me. So the money can come in, but like I said, it may take a while. You will need to get your legal aspects sorted out. You will need to have proper methods of communication open. You will have to be more responsible in the way that you work and the hours that you put in, and you may have to drop some responsibilities as well, especially within your community. You may find the marketing most difficult. And you may have to wait. Like I said, it could be a few years before you see the real money in this situation and before you get the kind of stability and outcomes that you're currently envisioning. And a lot of it is dependent on your marketing, and sometimes it's just plain luck as well. I feel local and community marketing and advertising will probably go best for you. And collaborating with others, especially in a community way. So you'll have to drop one aspect of community and responsibility to take up another, which I think you will enjoy more, but perhaps is not so well established at the moment. For many of you, I feel you might be working at fairs and at markets to sell your product or to have your presence there. But for the most part, I think you're very driven and determined, and that you're likely to succeed in this. So also very good option there. For a few of you, you're wondering if you should give up your current job in order to do this full-time. And I would say not just yet. It's better to keep it as a second income for the moment. Perhaps until October next year or March 2020. So for the moment, if you are in a position with your second income or you're building up a part-time business, you want to concentrate on the marketing and the networking to get that going. So I hope that makes sense to you, and good luck with that if you chose option number 2. So if you chose option number 3, about that job and what is likely to happen afterwards, and that was the Carnelian, let's see what we've got for you. So we've got heart-to-heart conversations, Page of Air, the Hermit, and the Queen of Swords. So this looks like it's very much to do with communication, and that there's some aspect of communication currently is not going so well. So this could be a little bit up in the air on yes, it's good for you, no, it's not. It depends on how the conversations go and you making a wise decision. There could be an element of things being concealed from you, or wording of documents or contracts which could change or have loopholes in them, which may not be the best for you. And that is why it's so important for you to take the time and to consider deeply what is fair and best for you and what is just in the situation. Humor will help you in the situation, especially if it's very serious and intense discussions. Some editing may be required to documents, but for the most part it's got to do with talking and communication. If this has anything to do where you're creating something regarding fantasy or media, you may want to call in a lawyer, or you may want to get advice from someone who has been through the process before. If you are approaching a new company, perhaps with a new idea, you may want to speak to someone who's worked with them before, or who has already signed a contract with them, to see what their ultimate experience is and what you can expect in the future. So for the moment, you might want to still do more research. You might still want to think about any offers they send to you, and you may want to discuss things which you're uncomfortable with regarding this person or this company that you may be thinking of joining. So what is the outcome for it? We've got the Shell, we've got the Book, the Moon, and Indecision. Ooh, so there's lots and lots of thought about this. So you're very much up in your head about it. And then we got the Shell, which is very much like the Hermit again. So the outcome, I would say for the moment, it's uncertain. Whatever your feelings were about it around September is probably what is likely to occur. So whether that's good or bad, you need to trust your intuition, the vibes that you were getting off this person or off this contract around late August, or is that late August? No, sorry, September or October, either this year or last year. And any resolution or any outcome is likely to only be around September, October next year. So it could be quite a long process. Perhaps this is why we have all the talking and all the thinking. It may need you to come out of your shell. You may have to go into the limelight in some way, especially if it has to do with a book or some kind of creation that is under wraps for the moment or not talked about. If it's a movie, or if it's you may have to sign a non-disclosure contract before things move on very quickly. But I feel it's mostly slow moving. Whatever's happening is happening very slowly. And if it's a job, a regular job that you're applying for, you may need to apply again next year before you are accepted. But you may not want this job next year. And this is why you're all up in your head about it. So I would say take the time to think. You don't need to make a decision just yet, especially if you're not comfortable with any aspects of it. of what you may need to do, or what they require of you, or where they want to take your creation. So you have a lot to think about, especially what is right for you, and you need to speak up and address those problems. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck holding your head and thinking, why did I turn it down? Or why did I not see this coming? Or why am I stuck in something that I'm not happy with? So, number 3, take some time, meditate, and maybe come back in a month or 2 after you've done some research and look at the question again, or follow your instinct on this one. Whatever was happening last September, October is the one that is likely to be the right answer there. So before we go, I just want to pull some helper cards. I forgot to pull them earlier for each option. So if you chose option number 1, the smoky or the lace quartz, you've got look in the mirror, where's the real you? So this is the really good one where we had the romance and putting in the effort. And I think you may be so caught up in what you're doing, the people that you're working with, and all the good work that you're doing, that you can very easily lose sight of your own needs and taking care of yourself. So this is one that's a very empathetic job, and you need to take very good self-care, or take some time off for yourself, give yourself some space. Don't revolve around work and the people at work. So if you chose option number 2, the Clear Quartz, your helper card is look for the best in yourself. This is the one where you have to advertise yourself and you're following your true love, where you have to network and balance your responsibilities. So look for the best in yourself. Put your best step forward, especially when you're marketing, especially when you're interacting with people, especially when you're networking. And remember that you can be the best, or you are the best. If you can't quite believe that, sorry, let me rephrase that. You are the best, and if you can't quite believe that, then you will soon be the best. Okay. So if you chose option number 3, where we had all the indecision and having to think about the situation, and you've got, it may not look good now, but wait until tomorrow and look again. So this is basically reiterating the need to look deeper into the situation more than once, and to return once you've had some more information and reevaluate things again. So that is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what resonated with you and what not, what didn't, sorry. And if you have a cold like me, I hope you get over it really, really soon, and that all your job situations work out for the best and bring you the best as well. So take care and keep those vibes high.